I'm here with the winner of the esteemed Hope Award, Amy from American Medical Refugee Association. Amy, it was a very emotional speech. I could tell that this meant a lot to you. Tell us a little about this award and what led up to it.
It's an amazing honor that represents over 300 families now that have relocated to Colorado from another state or country to legally access cannabis medicine or treatment. The refugees, if you will, this is America. What's happening for people to have to leave their homes for a medical treatment or a plant, it's unheard of, it's ridiculous, and it needs to stop. And so for our organization, our foundation, to be recognized on this level is it's heartwarming and it's an honor for sure.
You had mentioned on stage that the gentleman up there that presented it to you, Jason Cranford, that he had saved your son. So this is very personal for you, isn't it?
Indeed. We have multiple different methods of ingestion for our son, multiple different people that have offered to grow for our son. This particular man, Cranford, not only provides free medicine in the form of intranasal spray for seizure children for our son, but for so many families and American medical refugees. It's the example of what we need in the industry, because it's the movement that's fueling this change, this historical moment. And it's people like Cranford that make American medical refugees have hope. We have hope now. Truly.
It's amazing. The people in the cannabis community, and I'm not talking about the industry because there's a lot of people coming into the industry that were not part of the community, but the people in the cannabis community who have been around, who have been fighting these fights for many years, I found that most of them really do rally around and give and care and give. They're good people. Most of the cannabis people I know are pretty good people.
Indeed. It truly is. We're all in this together. And the real authentic and genuine leaders of this movement, this industry, are certainly surfacing and helping the rest of us, because it's not about one person, it's about us all. And when you have a leader, somebody like Jason Cranford, that really enables us to save our kids, we need more of them. And I'm so honored, because we wouldn't have the success in AMR without someone like him.
Well, congratulations, and I feel
Thank
like I
you
need to
very
give you a hug. All right. Well, good luck and keep up all the great work.
I appreciate it very much. Thank you. We are AMR.
And we're back with Neil, who we spoke to earlier in the evening. He was nominated for Best CEO, Best Cannabis Executive, and lo and behold, he won. He took home the trophy. Congratulations, man.
Thank you so much, Bobby. I'm so excited. I'm so thankful to this award ceremony, Cannabis Business Awards, and Chloe Villano. What she's trying to achieve with this ceremony is really special, and it gives a chance to acknowledge the innovators and leaders in this industry. And I'm just honored to have won this award.
Cool, yeah, and a lot of the award shows in the cannabis world are for best buds or best hash and whatever, and those are all great and we love those, but it's important to acknowledge the difference makers too, and people that are out there really changing the landscape.
Yep. I knew that what we were doing was special with Diego Pellicer, and it's a brand I truly believe in, and I think that the market and our customers and everyone's starting to see it too.
Right on. Well, congratulations, buddy. Enjoy the rest of your night. Try not to win too many awards tonight, right?
We'll try.
And I am standing here with the new Activist of the Year, Nurse Heather Manis. Heather, how are you? And did you see this coming? I mean,
no way. I was sitting there completely relaxed because there was Boo Williams and Dr. Uma and all these amazing activists. And I thought, I won this award in 2015, and I was so honored. I was literally relaxing in my chair. And when they called my name, my friend next to me bumped me and said, "That's you." And I went, "Oh my gosh." So I'm just really grateful and thankful to Clover Leaf University for all that they're doing, and the Cannabis Business Awards, and giving everyone the accolades. And thank you for seeing the work that's being done by activists and recognizing it.
Tell us a little about the work that your organization, the Cannabis Nurses Association, does.
So we actually have the Cannabis Nurses Network, and we are a global network of nurses that are sharing information, knowledge, support, activism for each other, and advocacy for each other. And it's just moving. I really see cannabis as a healthcare revolution, a revolution in healthcare, and that through cannabinoid therapeutics, we're going to be able to heal many more people. We just have to get medical providers over that stigma of, oh, this patient's just a pothead or something. So that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about science and medicine and health and well-being, and I will always be an activist for that.
And you are so good at it, and we applaud your noble mission. And,
Thank you.
Well deserved. Thank you so much, Heather.
I always appreciate you.
I am here with my good friend, cannabis Hollywood producer, big-time producer guy for Bong Appetit on Viceland, Mr. Jason Pinsky. How you doing, Jay?
Greetings, Dr. Black, as they say. You look ravishing tonight, as usual.
Thank you. You're looking pretty spiffy yourself there.
Thank you.
Got the boutonnieres?
Yeah.
Nice cannabis boutonnieres?
Yeah, I put this one on Chloe's tab.
Okay.
Yeah. Sponsored
Cool.
by Chloe Villano, of course.
So what brings you out to the Cannabis Business Awards tonight?
So I'm presenting for Best Extract Company tonight, and I am also nominated for Cannabis MVP.
The MVP. That's a great award.
Yeah. Well, it's been interesting, right? Really, kind of the messaging is really the whole thing, right? So Bong Appetit, it's a food show, right? The food's the main character of the show. Sure. But the weed is the main ingredient, right? But because we're food focused, it's really changing the messaging to a global audience on cannabis, right? And that's really important, right? Because really, the last 100 years, it was the media that kind of put weed into this, turned cannabis into marijuana, rebranded it. And for me, being part of a media company that's rewriting the narrative on cannabis is really, it's an honor and a privilege.
Yeah, and that's, I think, what a lot of the next generation media organizations and companies are trying to do, is to try to flip the script a bit and, show people like, hey, cannabis is normal. Like, smoking weed is normal. We're not, not everybody who smokes weed is,
well, yeah,
fits some stereotype.
My role on the show as cannabis producer is it's behind the scenes, right? But everything that you see on the show that's weed related, whether it's rye or the pantry, which is like stellar, sure. Right? I'm
sure all these guys have seen the Bong Appetit pantry.
Yeah, the pantry is kind of like my a representation of me, but it's like my avatar in a sense. But right. Really, it's the community, right? All the brands that are in the pantry are we're supported by the community, right? So like if you think about food and weed, right? Those are community things, right? You light a joint, you pass it. You cook a meal, you share it around a table, right? So the community has really supported us. We wouldn't be able to do the show without the support of the community. Believe me, when I sit down with these brands and I'm like, give me all your weed, you know what I mean? The ask is not really, look, product placement, the way that works in Hollywood is different, that you pay to play. On our show, you're donating product, but really it's not, and most likely it'll get on camera. But at the end of the day, we wouldn't be able to do the show without the support of the community. Sure. And because we get the support of the community, like our show, it really was not planned this way, but it's almost like the best form of activism that we could all be collectively doing, because we're kind of rewriting the narrative, right? We're rewriting the script and making it, presentable and mainstream to a global audience. So, it's tonight being here, doing events like this that honor and recognize members of the community that are contributing to the movement is really important. So I'm really happy to be here.
Absolutely, and you guys are doing a great job. It's a great show. Sensi Magazine is also trying to do something similar, as appealing to that broader audience, rewriting the narrative, as you said.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the show. Congratulations
Thanks.
On the success of
And
everything.
Congratulations to you, my friend.
Yeah. I'm still holding out for that dinner invitation, though. For that Bong Appetit. I'm gonna keep harping on them until they invite me on one of the shows.
Okay.
I'm shameless self-promotion.
No. Well, come on. That's part of this. Good to see you.
We're friends no matter what. I'm teasing.
Yeah, good to see
I love you, brother.
Yeah.
All right, man. We are here with the winners of the Activist Organization of the Year. It went to NORML, one of my favorite and long-standing, one of the best organizations that have been out there, have done so much over the years. So tell us who you are, and tell us what your roles are in NORML.
I'm Jordan Person. I'm the executive director.
Alex Rubin, business director.
Larissa Creek, secretary.
I'm Lisa Tran. I'm the event coordinator.
Jimmy Smurs, I'm member and spiritual advisor.
Right on, right. I could tell the jacket. Yeah, all right. Cool. So this is really such a great honor. I know Alan and Keith and all the old
Yes.
guard. I haven't met all the new guard yet, though, so I'm excited to have this opportunity to meet you. So tell us what Normal's been up to lately and what led to this award.
Absolutely. We started in 2015. I felt that there was a need for more grassroots activism in our community, and so I started this chapter, and we've worked very diligently for the last 3 years. Currently, we're working on removing cannabis from employer drug testing and working on consumption at the state level. So we really are a grassroots organization. We're all about teamwork and doing what we can to fight for reform.
And what's the name of your branch?
Denver Normal.
Denver Normal. Okay. Because I had met some people from Front Range Normal years ago.
Okay.
And that's a different. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, totally.
We have chapters 164 nationwide, I believe, right now.
Yeah, that's amazing. I remember when there were quite a few less, but that's really encouraging to see that growing.
International chapters coming out of Japan and
France.
and other South American countries as well. So really awesome.
Fantastic. Doesn't it just boggle your mind watching how quickly the progress has been going in cannabis in all the different realms, in commerce, in legislation? I mean, it's just there's no going back. The tide has.
Oh, absolutely. And now, we have states' rights, and that's what we're kind of all floating on right now. And so as long as no session memo comes out, I think we're all going to be doing okay, at least for now. We just keep moving forward. That's what it's all about, forward momentum.
Yeah, but even a session memo would have quite a fight on its hands because there's an awful lot of money being made and generated from cannabis now.
Yes.
So I think there'd be a lot of people that would be willing to take our side over sessions.
Absolutely.
Well, congratulations, you
Thank you
guys.
so
Keep
much.
up the excellent work. I've been a lifelong supporter of Normal, and I'm proud to continue to support it. It's a great organization. You guys do great work. So
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And I'm back once again with some folks from Diego Pellicer. These guys seem to be all over the place tonight. 2 more awards for their organization. We have the Best Retail Center and Bud Tender of the Year, right?
Yes, thank you.
Tell us your names, guys.
Dan Pantaleo.
Gladys Solis.
So, what? Obviously, you're a bud tender. What role do you play, and what role do you play in getting the Best Retail Award? What do you think brought you to that point?
Well, it was not me. It was definitely Gladys and the rest of our staff that got us to this. I'm our chief operating officer, but yeah, it was definitely our staff, Neil, our management, and everyone.
What is your experience working?
Definitely serving into the industry, to the customers. I provide really good, sorry, I get nervous, customer service. I mean, I think that's number one priority. Every time a customer comes in, and make sure you give them the knowledge of what they want.
Do you think it's more important to have a lot of knowledge, or more important to just be personable and connect with someone?
Both. I think it's both very important because if you don't have the knowledge, how are you going to serve the customer give the customer what they want?
Gladys definitely hits both nails on the head on
I
that.
would imagine so, or you wouldn't be holding that beautiful trophy.
Thank you.
Well, thanks so much, you guys. Congratulations. Enjoy the rest of your night. I am here with the lovely Danny from Nature's Root, who just picked up a pretty sweet award up on stage. Tell us what you got there, Danny.
I got the Best Hemp Product Award, and I'm very excited about it.
And which product was it that won you the award?
I think it was more so the whole company. I'm not sure which product exactly.
Oh, it's not a particular
It's not
product.
particular. I think it was more so around the whole company, but product-wise, I think it would probably be our sore muscle salve. That's what my
Well, tell
guess
us about
is,
some of the
but-
products that you guys put out.
So we're all local, organic based. We grow all of our own hemp, and it's all amazing. So we do sore muscle salves, we do body lotions, we do massage oils. It's a spa. So everything you put on your body is what we make. Scrubs, lotions, all the amazing things.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes. It's great. It's good stuff. It's up in Longmont.
Well, yeah, congratulations.
Thank
It's cannabis wellness is a very fast-growing and
Yes, it
important industry.
Nationwide, too. We don't have to worry about restrictions.
It's not just for smoking anymore, folks. There's lots of other
A whole
applications.
spa. We have a whole spa that you go to and get massages and shit at. It's absolutely amazing.
I might have to book some time there myself.
It is. You
Maybe
really
after these
should.
awards.
Great.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks so much, Danny.
you, guys.
Congratulations and best
Thanks.
of luck in the future. This is Bobby Black here with Tizzy from Leafly, who just picked up one of the most coveted, I would say, awards of the ceremony, Most Influential Media Source. Pretty cool. I've been following Leafly's as they've grown and expanded, and it's a pretty impressive company. Tell us a little about it and about how you became involved with it.
Absolutely. Leafly is all about strain education. So they started out trying to educate the masses on what is indica, sativa, hybrid, and started out with a Tres Colores. So to kind of differentiate sativa purple, sativa being orangish red, indica being more of a purple, and then obviously the hybrid being a green. And that kind of standardized the differentiation of what strains are. So the number one goal for Leafly is always strain education and educating the masses and understanding what exactly we are consuming.
Yeah, and you guys do this amazing, what she's speaking about is this great periodical kind of chart, periodical table of the different strains, and it really helps you visualize and break down and categorize it. It's very clever and uses science as a model, and it's very, very cool. So you guys are doing great work, and I love going there for information and knowledge. Even when I'm researching writing stories, Leafly is a place I can go, and I know I'm going to get some solid information. So well deserved, well won.
Thank you so much.
Great job.
Yeah,
And
the Cannabis Business Awards is awesome and truly, truly grateful for this award. So thank you so much.
all right, keep up the great work. We're here with the amazing Dr. Uma, who just took home the Educational of the Year award from here at the Cannabis Business Awards. What does this award mean to you and to the work that you've been doing?
It means that the world is hearing cannabis as truly an exit drug. And we're getting educated and we're reaching so many people, especially right now in the face of the opioid epidemic. And to be recognized for it means so much to me.
And how did you get started in this battle, in this fight for education and for recognition?
My passion really begins from a sorrow because I lost my mother to an illness known as idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. It was her that saw a TV program about how cannabis was being used in Israel. And that's where my curiosity began about how this plant could be used for all these incredible uses. And I never learned about it with all my degrees about this beautiful system known as the endocannabinoid system.
Yeah, you know, I remember when it first came out, I remember the first person I heard it from was Dr. Bob Melamede. He was talking about the endocannabinoid system, and I was thinking to myself, how is it that there's a system within our bodies that's always been there that no biologist, no scientist, no doctor has ever really known was there? And it just shows you, even as much as we think we know in this day and age, there's always so much we don't know.
Absolutely, and to know that this plant has killed nobody. And the facts are there, and we have this wonderful thing known as the World Wide Web, and still we don't know the facts, and it's because of stigma. And I really believe it's changing. And again, the plant has killed nobody, and it's a huge opportunity to change the whole world.
Yeah, and I agree with you that the internet has changed it. I don't think the cannabis movement would have come so far so fast in this day and age had it not been for the internet. Because in the old days, the government told you the information and you either believed them or you didn't, but that was the only source of information. The government said drugs are bad, but with the internet you can fact check that. You can look up, there's other articles and studies you can see in other countries. You could say, wait a minute, if pot kills brain cells, why is it helping people with Alzheimer's? You know, if pot causes lung cancer, why is it not, you know? And when people start putting those two and two together, that's when you really see that worldwide education start to take off.
Absolutely, and you know, this is about patients, and all of us are patients at one point, and it's really helping so many people and helping them in so many quality of improving their lives.
Yeah.
And we all are going to die one day, so why not
Sure.
have a journey?
And why don't we enjoy it with a little cannabis along the way while we
What's wrong
can?
with people being happy?
Yeah, exactly.
Thank
Well,
you
thank
so
you
much.
so much for your work.
Thank you.
I
God bless you.
appreciate
Thank you
it.
for all the things that you guys do.
Pleasure to
Thank you.
I am here with the lovely Wanda James, who just took home probably the most coveted trophy of the event, the Lifetime Achievement Award. Congratulations, Wanda. Tell us a little about your amazing life and what led you to this point.
I really am taken back by this one. You know, I didn't, I'm just taken back by this one. You know, it's it's pretty amazing to be here in cannabis, to have started coming through and just, I mean, I think when we all started, nobody thought that this was a movement. You know what I mean? It was just something that everybody was doing to fight for what's right. I remember Brian Vicente and Christian Cederberg having these meetings in the basement of Sensible, Colorado, and we were on folding chairs. And I don't think that anybody thought, wow, you know, one day we're going to be in the ballroom and people are going to be giving out awards. We were just like, damn it, stop locking people up. It wasn't even a thing. And opening up dispensaries, at first wasn't about, oh my goodness, there's this global, movement to legalize and to tax. It was just, how do we keep moving this ball forward? And you fast forward, which seems like I said, 35 years, but 7, 8, 9 years. And here we are, this whole industry and a worldwide movement and ending prisons and a 9-year-old girl suing the top cop. I mean, it's amazing, right?
Yeah.
And here we are.
People are emboldened, and rightly so. It's about time, It's been a long struggle for many decades, generations.
And I think that there's, and thank you. You get up there, and I wasn't thinking about this stuff, and you really do go blank. But that's exactly it. This didn't start 9 years ago, or 10 years ago, or 30 years ago, or 100 years ago. This has been something that's been going on for a very long time. So we're finally starting to understand the plant. We're studying it from a patient side. We're fighting it from social justice. We're all moving in the right direction. Shame that the White House is completely fucked up and we have a horrible president, but
we won't go down that road.
We're moving it.
Because we don't have enough time on the podcast to talk about that.
Yeah. But it's about the people, right?
Yeah.
It's about the people, and that's what this is about.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations. Well deserved,
Thank you.
Pleasure talking to you.
And it's Christmas. Oh, that's so
yes,
cute.
it is. Happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays to you.
Happy
Thanks
holidays
so
to
much.
all you guys
Happy
too.
holidays, everybody.
We gave out 2 honorary awards this evening, the first of which went to activist Mickey Martin, who sadly we lost earlier this year, a beloved and yet controversial figure in our community. And the second was for this fine gentleman here, Dr. Nadelman. Eidelman. I apologize. Dr. Eidelman.
William Eidelman.
William Eidelman. Tell us about what your contributions have been to the cannabis community.
Well, I was the first doctor to openly write the medical cannabis notes in California in 1997.
Wow.
The first one in Southern California.
Amazing.
And there were a few that beat me in Northern California. So I've been writing them all these years. And
fantastic. You were the trailblazer. You were the pioneer.
One of them.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah. So how's your practice been since then? How's your involvement with the cannabis scene evolved?
Well, it's continued, and I work with a lot. Well, I like to think of cannabis as the gateway herb to natural medicine, and I was in natural medicine prior to cannabis. Most of the other cannabis doctors are conventional doctors who then went into cannabis,
Sure.
and I'm one of the few, if not the only one, who started out an alternative and added the natural thing of cannabis and continue to work with other alternatives. So I call cannabis the gateway herb to natural medicine.
I love it. It makes perfect sense. My wife is into cannabis and natural healing and crystals and yoga and all of that holistic healing stuff. And it's eye-opening. It really is when you start to incorporate these natural medicines into your life. It really does make a difference.
That's right. And I also work with energy medicine and a variety of different modalities, including this one microcurrent electrical stimulator that melts the craving for a cigarette in 2 minutes every time, pretty much without exception.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, so I work with a lot of things, not just cannabis, but I'm really happy with how the whole cannabis movement has gone.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations, sir, and I will definitely keep track of your career. I'm
Thank you
impressed.
very much.
All right. Have a good night. I've got the Cannabis Woman of the Year and my personal friend, Nicole West here. Nicole, how are you tonight?
I'm doing so well, Bobby. Thank you for interviewing me. Thank you for being here. This is probably my favorite night of the year, and this is the most exciting one so far. The women that I was up against, I mean, honestly, any one of those women could have won, and they would have deserved it. So I had no expectations, but I was excited, and when I saw my face on the monitor, I almost didn't know how to respond because I'm the one handing the awards out. So
Yeah.
it was exciting.
Yeah, it was real exciting to watch you too. You could see the energy just kind of bouncing off of you. You've come so far. I mean, I remember you. I met you when you were a Miss High Times contestant back in the day.
Yeah.
And you were one of those girls that we met during that time that just like soared way far beyond what we ever expected. Sarah was one, and you were one. Just the drive and the passion and the expertise. It's been a real joy to watch your career and see you flower and blossom into.
I was very glad to be able to be a part of the last year of the Miss High Times too, because I mean that ended in 2015, and so being recognized amongst those people, I mean, that was the glory days for High Times. I want to say that was the year of everything being amazing. Do you remember that year, 2015?
Yeah.
That year crushed.
Yeah.
That was a good year.
Until the end.
Yes.
But
everything good comes to an end.
yeah,
right?
and we should say that Woman of the Year there's a lot of women's empowerment going on right now in our politics in our society. I think it's wonderful that women are coming out and they're not afraid anymore to speak out about being intimidated and such. And I look back on the Miss High Times stuff and how so many people I think got it wrong, and they saw it and they thought it was an exploitation kind of thing, but then how wrong they were, because to me it was always about the sisterhood and the empowerment. And I think that almost all of the girls that were ever part of that would say that they came away from that experience being richer and more empowered.
Oh,
by it.
absolutely. The year that I was involved, we did the Miss High Times autograph signing. And I got, girls from years gone by all to come, and we all had, cards, playing cards with our Miss High Times photos. And we did a autograph signing for, 3 or 4 years worth of Miss High Times all coming together in, a sorority of women wanting to change the world in cannabis.
And that's what it was always about. It was about taking the stoner girl next doors who have potential, who have something to offer, and giving them a little spotlight and seeing what they do with it. And a lot of them did some really amazing things with that spotlight.
Well, thank you for the spotlight.
So we love you, April and I. We love you,
Oh, I
and
love you
we're
guys
very
too.
happy for you.
Thank you so much.
Good luck, and we're happy to have you out in SoCal too now.
Oh, I'm so glad to be home. I am so glad to be home, and I'm going to come check out some yoga here pretty soon with
Yeah,
April.
and do some stuff with Sensi as well.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Well,
Thank you so much for
all
having
right.
me, Bobby.